Howdy friends, welcome back to the Outpost. Join me today as we take a ride into the backcountry of Western Kentucky. We've arrived up the top of a bluff out here back in the middle of nowhere, back behind in the neighborhood behind where I stay. And we're going to check out some areas we saw earlier before we got all the snow and stuff. So it's very, very deep woods here. And what we found the other day is this is an old trail that's been kind of overgrown for quite some time. And there used to be little hunting blind down in there, if you can see it. Let me see if I can zoom that in. But this actually goes, and it goes way down into a ravine. All right, somebody made up a little makeshift, I guess, blind or whatever, something they could sit behind and overlook this area here. And I'm going to show you a massive tree that came down, I don't know how long ago. And it may end up, if you see closely, be a cave or a little den in there where maybe some coyotes or something are staying. Who knows? But look, there's a lot of trees that have been blown down from high winds over the last year. Come on over here. I heard there's been a lot of deer spotted up here. We're looking for some rubs. There's a dog somewhere in the neighborhood. It's one thing about being up in these parts is everybody's got dogs. There's other people who live up here. It's just so remote. And I think a couple of them spotted us and heard us. They're out by the road. I think I found what I was looking for. Something's been rubbing or gnawing on that tree. Now it's not algae because I've got plenty of other trees that got that too. Check this out. Wow. Something's been on here. It's either a deer rub or something eating bark. There's some really big animals out here. I'm gonna start walking back down here and try to get away from these dogs. There's two of them out here. I ain't worried. Maybe they spotted us though. Had a little bit of a recent warm up in the last couple days. Instead of freezing cold and rain, snow, it's been rain. And so with the warm up, we need to be careful of some critters that might have come back out, such as maybe copperheads and stuff. It's right about 50 degrees right now. And there's a couple dogs that are out here. I showed you, I'm not worried about them. They're just nuisances. I had a tire from years going by. I'll try to follow this trail back up. I want to try to make it down here to look at that big tree that fell down over that way. The woods are just so thick and there's so many prickers back in here. Prickers everywhere. And they'll get you. Down here's an old creek bed or an old trail of water, and right across there's that big tree that fell over. It's big. It's a very big possibility that something's made some sort of a den or something up in there. It's kind of a deep ascend to go down there. A lot of prickers. So I think we're just going to be standing right here and just surveying the area. Wow, this is so remote, so thick these woods are. Take a look at that way down there. There's an old shack, old chimney shack sitting down there, all abandoned. I don't even see any roads or trails leading into it. Can't imagine how long that thing's been sitting there. All right, so that looks a little bit tough to be walking down that grade. I think we're going to look for a trail and see if we can go down there and check that old shack, trail, or whatever it is out. Let's go. Time to go off-road. This thing's just going right back into melting into the ground like nature intended it. Unbelievable. Now somebody had a heyday here for a while. It's been down like this for a long, long time. Nothing at all anywhere. I just can't go anywhere without finding something like a P-trap of an old trailer, an RV camper. Probably that old thing up there. Bye-bye, old friend. All right, we got to try to get across this creek. Got something else I want to show you. Well, you can see how remote this is. The only way that what I'm about to show you got in here is the way we got in here, because there are no visible roads or anything around here. Wow. Somebody actually lived in this little thing. I don't know how old it is, how long it's been here, but gone are the days. There's an old truck topper over there, right next to a little creek. We just came from up there. Like something from the 50s. Straight out of 1950. Let's see if we can look inside. Ooh, look at that. An old bed. All this stuff. This thing's been here a long time. There's the head, bathroom. It's like maybe an old microwave or something sitting there. Wow. All just abandoned. Left here to go back to the ground where it all came from. It's an old barbecue grill. Wow. This thing's, it's amazing kind of stuff. It's a shame. Such a beautiful country we live in that all these people came back here in the heyday, dumped their campers and stuff and stayed, and they just abandoned them and left them here to rot. They even had a holding tank for water back in here. Look at this. This is how they got their water. Crazy. Some pretty weird stuff happening back in these woods. We made it out where that old camper was and stuff, and we're on this little trail, and I seem to think that maybe at one time or another there used to be like a haunted trail for Halloween and stuff. I don't know. Check out some of the stuff, and stuff's been here for a long time. It's kind of creepy. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Definitely man-made stuff. Yeah. That is creepy, deepy stuff. Oh my goodness. It's been up here a long time too. That or else we got a psychopath living out here. The thing that bothers me so much is people had their heyday back in the day. People just come out here and they throw their trash. And we are miles from anywhere. And it always be somebody out here just wrecking God's beautiful world. More weird stuff. Somebody's definitely got a weird sense of humor or something. This is stuff that's been back here in the woods for who knows how long. And there's another one right there. Look at that. You hear that? You don't hear nothing. That's how far out in the middle of nowhere we are. And look at this. Old pair of boots. Somebody made into a zombie. And they hung it from the tree. I don't see no head or anything. Wow. This is off the trail. More of the same stuff. Look at this. Creepy. Old bog sitting out here. I'm looking at is something further past that. Let's walk by here. It looks like a little den, a cave or something. Let's go look. I do believe I've found something I've always wanted to find in the wild. Unbelievable. This is how streams are born. It's a natural spring up here in the rolling back country of Western Kentucky. Look at it coming right up out of the ground, working its way down through here. Probably some of the absolute freshest water you're going to find anywhere in these areas. How cool is that? Somebody has had something out here. They're like foundation concrete, or there might have been an old camper or something. That's all that's left. Look, middle of nowhere. There are so many trails that are back in these woods that lead to old abandoned things. The trail leading back behind me, there's some big trees that are down back in there, so I don't think we're going to be able to make it all the way up there, but I'll bet you there's some more abandoned campers and all that other good stuff. We're going to get back down by the road, and it's starting to get a little darker. I could stay out here hours and days out here, but like I said, it's starting to get a little bit dark. We're about 2.5 miles from the house, and it's creepy. I'm not going to lie to you. So I'll catch up to you when we get back to the outpost. Wow, that was really cool and yet creepy. A lot of you folks have asked me, what's it like back there? And Tim, well, I'm going to start showing you more videos throughout the weeks and stuff like that of some of the things we run across right back here behind the outpost in Western Kentucky.